Hello, my fellow football fanatics. Tonight is the Nations League final, Spain versus Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo is on 137 goals, getting the winning goal and putting his team into the final. And of course, we are in sector 137 Noida. Spiral, just one of the little things that keeps my pep up, and I think the Indian national football team needs pep. That is why we got Sunil Chhetri out of retirement. And by pep, I don't mean Pep Guardiola. I mean that Manolo Marquez and his team were so short on confidence that they would be able to perform well in the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers that they had to request Sunil Chhetri, of course, the greatest Indian goal scorer, and until he retired and came out of retirement, he was third in the active goal scorers list, which he is again. And I think that this is a golden chance for Indian football to start thinking really seriously about grassroots level football. I think AIFF is doing things, but I think as a citizen of India, a Bharatiya Nagrik, will want to take Indian football to newer heights, and I'll try and contribute to that by making sure that I contribute to making grassroots football better along with all other sports. For example, in ice hockey, our women's team, mostly Ladakhi women, ladies, they won a bronze recently, just a couple of days ago. And Sepak Takraw is another Southeast Asian sport in which we won the gold. It was held in Patna. The World Cup for Sepak Takraw was held in Patna. World Championships in my hometown, my home city, the capital of my home state, Bihar. And I don't think football has ever had too much of a fan following or even presence in Bihar. But let's see if in the future we can bring up some of the youthful exuberance from my home state and get some good footballers, cricketers, for example, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the record century hitter of the IPL, the breakout star of this year's IPL. He belongs to Bihar, and he met Modi ji at the newly inaugurated Patna airport as well a few weeks ago. So all these things are good indications that we are slowly and steadily climbing up the sports ladder in the world as well, not just economically, but also in terms of our Olympic gold haul, our performance at the Commonwealth Games, the Asian Games, and all these world level global sports events. I think the way to go is to encourage children not just to become rote students of whatever field. Like when I was a child, Pink Floyd callback as always, there were very limited options in sports, and unless you had that natural talent like Sachin Tendulkar, you really had to slog very hard to get into the Ranji teams and the domestic cricket, and then make your way to the international, the India colors. But now I think that is what we should use to our advantage. We have a scope in which the future is vastly unexplored, and our children deserve to get as much encouragement as they can, not just to be healthy individuals, because sports isn't all about making a career out of it. I think it's more about being healthy and managing to maintain your lifestyle, your weight, so that you don't, nobody knows what's going to happen in the future, but you can avoid a lot of complications which I see my generation facing right now, if from the outset, from the childhood, there is a bit of physicality involved in our children's lifestyles. So I will try and bring up Advitya that way. I will try and I already do try to inculcate a lot of physical activity in her routine, and thankfully she is a sprinter and she loves to go and play in that park over there, the children park, and slowly and steadily we're going to introduce her to swimming, and she already takes a hit at balls with her bat, and I've uploaded shorts about that earlier as well. So I think all in all, it remains to be seen how the future goes. The Indian national football team will will face off against Hong Kong, China. I remember when China was given Hong Kong by the British, returned in 1997 or something. It was a huge deal. And of course, Spain versus Portugal, I don't want to call favorites, but I would like Ronaldo to go out on a high. At 40, he is the epitome of physical fitness, and I think that is what we should aspire to be. Sunil Chhetri also, just I think a month older than me, or maybe a couple of weeks, I don't remember the exact date, but you know, very fit footballers who I think are the examples that the younger generation should follow. So anyway, all this rant about footballing has gotten me into the Sunday mode, and I will try and give another rainbow flick. Let's see how this goes. And also on that note, I will be literally hanging up my boots, which have served me well for a long time, but now I think it's time to bid these bad boys adieu. And with that, I say to you, take care, stay safe, and namaste. Okay, one last try at a rainbow. Nearly.